Hey YouTube, it's me again, CinemaFan97, and today is part 3 of Defending Daniel LaRusso, and this video is going to cover Daniel's actions in Cobra Kai Season 2. Now, I'm not going to go over every single thing he did in Season 2 because that would take too long, but I'm just going to go over the important ones, the ones I think are worth talking about. So, without further ado, let's start. Okay. Number 1, Daniel starting Miyagi-Do in Season 2, Episode 1. Daniel starting Miyagi-Do is justified, and here's why. 1, Cobra Kai's philosophy is terrible. I mean, teaching kids to strike first, strike hard, show no mercy. That's just not good for local society. Like, it's not good to teach kids that. And Daniel, like, does not want, and as he saw in the tournament, and at the end of Season 1, it showed that, hey, Cobra Kai is still corrupt. And obviously there needs to be someone who has to offer an alternative that can compete with Cobra Kai, because all the other dojos, they're nowhere near as well trained. So, yeah. Now, at first, he says he wants to start the dojo to take it down, which that's not really very Miyagi-like. But then, and later on in the episode, he decides, it'd be better just, instead of trying to take down Cobra Kai, it'd be better to show them a better way, a different way. So that's what he chooses to do. Ooh, and there's nothing wrong with Daniel wanting to start his own karate school, dojo, that teaches karate the right way, that teaches balance, teaches inner peace, and that karate's for defense only. There's nothing wrong with that. He also doesn't want kids thinking that they should be able to cheat and get away with it. So, yeah, there's that. Okay. Moving on to... number 2. Daniel not telling Johnny that Robby is staying at his place in Episode 2. This is completely justified, and let me tell you why. 2 words. John Kreese. Johnny decided to let John Kreese back into the Cobra Kai dojo. Oh, and when Daniel sees Johnny with Kreese, just think, what message does that send Daniel? 1, that shows that Johnny hasn't learned anything. Kreese choked Johnny just because he came in second place at the tournament in the first movie, for Pete's sake. Like, that is not someone who should be around kids. And, all Johnny's done throughout the first season and at the beginning of the second season is shown Daniel that he hasn't learned anything. Bringing back Cobra Kai and teaching the same philosophy, well, what makes you think that's into Daniel? That just showed, Johnny's just still the same prick he was back in the 80s, and they didn't learn anything. They never learned that philosophy was wrong. And also, as I mentioned earlier, Kreese choked Johnny just because he got in second place. That is not someone that should be anywhere near children. And Johnny is basically endangering the other students by having him there. And so, yeah, and obviously Daniel cares about Robby, and he does not want Robby anywhere near that monster. And is that really that crazy, Daniel wanting to keep Robby away from Kreese? Is that really that unreasonable, given the type of man that Kreese is? I say hell no. I think it's perfectly reasonable. In fact, here's the thing. Daniel was going to tell Johnny about Robby staying at his place and asking him about it until he saw Johnny with Kreese. At that point, that was all the info Daniel needed from Johnny. That was it. So, okay, moving on. Okay, number 3, Daniel's commercial for Miyagi-Do in Episode 3, and also him making it free. Okay, there's nothing wrong with his commercial. Like, they say, he attacked Cobra Kai. He didn't say it by name. He said, don't be a snake in the grass, and I'm pretty sure most people who saw it would not have been aware of the rivalry between Miyagi-Do and Cobra Kai. I don't know how many people would have gotten the reference. But even if they did, it's not unjustified. I mean, look at what happened in the tournament at the end of season 1. Hawk injured Robby's shoulder, and then in the final match between Miguel and Robby, Miguel went after his shoulder, his shoulder, and used that so he could win. That Miguel won that tournament by fighting dirty, and Miyagi-Do is all about fighting fair. It's about what Terry Silver falsely claimed Cobra Kai to be about in Karate Kid 3. It's about honesty, compassion, and fair play. You know? And that showed that, and that's what Daniel, he wants. I mean, I'm going on tangents, but yeah, so it's saying don't be a snake in the grass, that is justified given what happened at the tournament, and also what Cobra Kai teaches. Strike first, strike hard, no mercy. And, Daniel's just trying to put Johnny out of business by making it free. No, he's not, okay? The reason why Daniel makes it free, well, one of the reasons why is because, because Miyagi taught him karate for free, so Daniel feels he should do the same for others. And and also Daniel's a rich guy. If he wants to teach karate for free, he can do that if he wants to. There is nothing wrong. It's his dojo. If he wants to teach kids karate for free, yeah, that is his right. And anyone who condemns him for it is just being a jerk. I'm sorry. So, okay, moving on. Okay. Okay. Number 4. Daniel barging into the Cobra Kai dojo in episode 5. This is justified, and here's why. What happened the night before was Cobra Kai students vandalized the Miyagi-Do dojo. And you can only think what emotions was running through Daniel's head was when he found that out. When something like that happens, you're not going to think logically, okay? You're thinking emotionally. And now, was Daniel right to accuse Johnny of being behind it? No, but it wasn't an unreasonable suspicion. I mean, the Cobras, what they did, they sabotaged, what Daniel's demo at Valley Fest. That's the Miyagi-Do demo at Valley Fest. And so would it really put it past them that they would, vandalize the Miyagi dojo? And Daniel has every right to be upset about what happened. And at that point, he wasn't going to listen to reason, and he doesn't attack Johnny at all. He just yells at him. And he says, I'm not going to strike first, and Johnny decides, I'm not, I'll be the bigger man. So yeah. Daniel, was he overreacting? Sure, but he had every right to be upset. Was he being accusatory? Yeah, but it's not an unreasonable suspicion of his, I mean, even you're not going to think, you're not really going to think logically when something like that just happened. So, okay. Okay, number 5. Daniel kicking Johnny's door open in episode 10. This is justified because Johnny wouldn't let Daniel in when Daniel's own daughter was in there, and Daniel wanted to know, hey, is she safe? Is she okay? I mean, think about it. Let's say you're a parent and you find out your daughter's staying at this place and the guy who lives there won't let you in to see your daughter. Like, would that not piss you off? Yeah, I mean, I would definitely, I'd be like, I need to see my daughter now. Like, it's only natural. So, okay, and next up for my final, okay, sorry about that. Okay, next one for, number 6. It's Daniel disowning Robby again in episode 10. Okay, this is kind of tricky. Okay, Daniel has every right to be upset with Robby, because Robby did not bring Sam home and said that he took her to Johnny's place when he should have taken her to Daniel's place. When he should have taken her home. But, because, Sam was drunk, after, like drinking all that much alcohol at the party the previous night. And Daniel, when he said this up to Robby, like he doesn't mean it. He was just mad. He just was upset. He was in shock. I guarantee you, if not for the school fight, within a few days or so, Daniel and Robby's relationship would have been back to normal. I guarantee you. So, yeah. Yeah, I will defend Daniel getting mad at Robby, but I'm not going to say I agree with him disowning him, but it's understandable why he did that at that scene. It was a heat of the moment. And I guarantee you, within a few days, Daniel would have forgiven Robby for it. Guarantee you. And in season 3, he even apologized to Robby about it. So, yeah, okay, that's really all I want to cover. So, that's the end of this series. So I hope you all enjoyed it. I did my best. I may have stuttered some, but hey, I guess I kind of improvise sometimes. So, so yeah, and I made this series because apparently nobody else would. And I decided that if no one else is going to come to Daniel's defense, then damn it, I will. So anyways, thank you everybody. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you found these videos insightful. And hopefully I'll see all you again in the near future. Peace out.